feeling thirsty, make sure you watch this whole video because this RX-7 has more than enough juice to keep you hydrated for a whole lifetime. Welcome to another episode of MDTV. In this episode, we've got this thirst trap. It's a white RX-7. It looks so cool. It's one of my dream cars. Let's see what this car is all about. Here I've got the owner of this beautiful RX-7, Jacky. Hey mate, how you doing?
How's it going? Good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your RX-7? When did you get it and how did it start life as?
So I had the car for a bit, a year and a half now.
Oh, so pretty recent, man.
Yeah, not too long ago. So originally it's from Japan. It's a straight import. So I imported through OZM. So I got the car. It was pretty much stock when I first got it, both the looks and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because it looks like, I think you've done a great job within the year and a half that you've had it. Because it doesn't matter what angle you look at it, it looks freaking mean, dude.
Thank you.
Let's go through the visual aspects one by one, hey. Let's start with the hood, the carbon hood, man.
So it's a re-engineered carbon fiber bonnet.
And it's got all of those crazy vents, dude. Was it hard to get?
Not really. It's all from, like a lot of these parts, it's already lots of aftermarket support for this car.
Yeah, because it's been around for so long, hey?
Yes, it has. So,
yeah.
So most of these parts, obviously, all from Japan, genuine.
These headlights, though, are these just the cover?
Yeah, that's right. It's just a cover for
Yeah.
it. So you've got a little air vent, better air intake.
And does that air vent go anywhere, or does it just go into the?
It goes into the engine bay.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's an intake right underneath.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the intake is right over here.
Yeah, it's right over here. I'll open it up so you can see it later.
Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see through the little cracks. That's pretty cool. The front end of this looks like it's ready to party, man. It's got all this crazy aero. Are they functional?
They're all functional because
Yeah.
I do track the car.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. So
Oh, that's sick.
So the way I like to build my car is that it's not just for looks. So it has to do a bit of everything. So obviously the looks is important because if you don't like the car, you don't enjoy it. So I've got a full a body kit on it.
Yep.
I've got a feed,
Yeah.
front bumper bar.
Off to the side of the car, dude. These wonderful TE37s. The car didn't come with it, did it?
No, it didn't come with that.
Far
Yeah.
out. And that probably costed you an arm and a leg for those TE37s, hey?
It's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah. I think for a car in this era, the TE37s just smack bang looks so good with it, bro. What kind of specs are the wheels?
So the spec 18s by 9.5.
And is it a square set?
It's a square set,
Yeah.
so a plus 40.
Pretty standard size and specs for most Japanese cars.
Because when I
eh?
was looking for this wheel, it's at the end of its production.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much discontinued. So I
Yep.
couldn't get any more aggressive, like a wider rim
Yeah,
for it.
right.
So because I don't know if you can notice, the front guard, it's actually 20mm extension guards. So they're a little bit wider. So I couldn't get a more aggressive fitment for the wheel.
Yep.
So I have to put in a spacer for it.
Oh,
Just to
okay.
make it a little bit more, flush.
Really? That's so interesting because it looks really sleek and it looks really nice. I thought that was like the stock width of the car.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, 20mm, you can't really tell
Yeah.
unless you put a side-by-side comparison.
And like you said, you've got carbon side skirts as well. And is that part of the carbon kit, the body kit that you've got?
No, it's all actually like individual pieces that I got separately for. Yeah, all the carbon stuff. So I got as I mentioned before, I got the re-engineered bonnet. That was the first mod that I done for it because that has to be done.
Around the back of the car, this is the business end. I love the rear end of the RX-7, man. It's magical, but it definitely doesn't look stock. What is this giant rear diffuser that you've got underneath?
So that's re-engineered rear carbon diffuser with a custom tail light that I did myself.
Oh, you did that yourself?
Yeah, so basically it's an LED kit,
Yeah.
a board that I got from in the US, and basically it uses the stock housing.
Yeah.
So basically you DIY it, you open it up, and
Yeah.
you fit all the fitting inside.
Did you have to chuck the headlights in the oven?
No, I use a heat gun.
Oh, yeah,
Heat gun works better.
Yeah, right. It's probably functional with that amount of design and stuff to the rear diffuser, hey? Have you taken it to the track without all of that extra aero bits?
I have taken it without all the diffusers, without all the splitters and the canards. So before all of this that you can see right now on the
Yep.
track, definitely makes a difference afterwards.
Really?
Yes, especially in corners when you're
Yeah.
hitting it hard, you need that downforce.
I could imagine the difference would feel even larger because it's a rear-wheel drive car, hey?
Yeah, it loves to.
It loves to swerve out at the end, at the back. And did you find that it was a hard car to drive when you first got it?
Here's the story.
Yeah.
So this is not my first RX-7.
Oh, really?
So this is my third actually. I've gone through 2 of them. So the first first one, back to your first question, is it hard to drive? First RX-7 that I got, I had it for like about 3-4 months and I totaled it.
Oh no.
Because I couldn't handle it.
Oh,
like the
mate.
car is so light,
Yeah.
so powerful, and like I was coming out in a turn, I put my foot down full throttle and the car just spun right away. And as soon as I counter steer, it just wouldn't, it just flicked. It just flicked and
no.
it just spun.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then what happened to your second one?
So the second one I got, it was heavily modified, way heavily modified than this one. It was a Series 7, full rocket bunny kit.
Oh, yeah?
Air suspension.
Wow.
It was a full show car. Not quite the car that I want, like the build that I'm going for. Because as I said before, like for my build, like it has to have the looks, it has to be practical and trackable. So yeah, so I sold that car. And I ended up getting another one and build it from ground up.
Damn, so you just love your RX-7s, man.
Oh, I do, yes, love it.
After totaling your first RX-7, what made you come back?
Oh, I'm the kind of guy that never gives up. And the RX-7 has always been my dream car. So, you know, I had my first one. I was so sad about it when that happened. But that didn't stop me because RX-7, that's the car that I want. Yeah, so I got back up and got another one.
Oh my God. And good on you, man, because these RX-7s are beautiful. They're a dying breed and they just keep getting harder and harder to find and harder to see on the road as well.
Yeah, I mean, like with these old like 90s, early 20s cars, like, you know, you just can't get, like, you can't make cars like these anymore.
And I noticed that you've got this giant friggin' cannon on the back. What is that? Exhaust?
So that's a Tomei titanium catback.
The car looks beautiful and I especially like this wing. The design of this wing, it looks like it's highly functional, which, like you said, everything you do on this car is functional. And I can see underneath that there's option for you to change the angle and stuff as well. Have you played much with that on the track?
Yes, I have. Like, so right now I'm actually on a middle setting.
And that's like not too much rear downforce.
Yeah, it's not too much rear, but it's not much, you know, not too much up that's causing lift. So this is a feed carbon fiber GT wing.
Yeah. Whose signature do you have on the back?
Oh, that one's Kaiichi. So that's the Drift King.
Oh, the drift. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was back in a couple months back in World Time Attack where I met the Drift King Kaiichi. And I took the wing off, brought it to him, and he personally signed it for me.
Yeah. Oh, mate. And mate, that looks pretty stock, hey?
Yeah, so the most obvious thing you can see, it's got a V-mount setup for the intercooler, got a HKS intake. The engine's been, I've done a full rebuild on the engine.
Full rebuild on the engine?
Yeah, so when I got the car, I took it in for a tune and might as well do a full rebuild on it. So it's got like new housing, new rotors, new plates, upgraded with a 3mm apex seal so it can handle more boost.
You said that you may as well have upgraded the engine. Did something go wrong or?
Oh yes, it actually did. Like originally I wasn't going to touch it, at least not at the early stage, but at least it needed a tune. So I took it in, put it on the dyno, and took it for a couple base runs, and then we pushed it a little bit and the compression just go.
Oh no.
Yeah, basically the whole housing and obviously the apex seal snapped.
Oh my gosh.
All the seals and stuff. So obviously we didn't know that until we pulled out the engine, took it all apart. So we saw all the damages. Yeah, so we just have to get new housing, new rotors, new plates for it.
Do you reckon it had existing damages or like it had a bad history from the previous owner?
From the mechanic, they told me that looks like the previous owner didn't really like
maintain it
as much as it should. But that's good. Like right now that I know it's got a fresh rebuild. I can build it the way that you know that I know how it is now.
And you know it's perfect now because it died on you.
Exactly. Yes.
So how much power is it making now?
At the moment, because it's still running on stock twins, it's not been pushed too hard. At the moment, it's tuned on 265 kilowatts.
265 to the rear wheels. Wow.
So right now, the only thing that's restricting, I mean, the engine can handle over like 500 kilowatts, no problem.
Really?
Yeah, but the only restrictive side at the moment is the turbo. Turbo needs to be upgraded, the injectors, all that kind of stuff. But as for the engine internal stuff, like there's no issue. It can handle more power.
Right. And is it running on like the stock ECU and everything as well?
It's running on a Power Apexy with a Power FC controller.
I heard a lot about, you know, one of the worst things about driving an RX-7 or a Rotary is the cooling. Is that true, or have you had issues with cooling?
That is kind of true. That's why I went with the V-mount setup. Because with the V-mount setup, you get more air going into the radiator instead of just having the intercooler blocking the radiator.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's like people with like Rotary, especially with the RX-7, people likes to go with the V-mount setup for better cooling. So the intercooler and the radiator, the position of the intercooler and the radiator, that forms a shape as a V, like a V tunnel pointing out.
Oh, so that's aerodynamically and thermally pretty efficient then, hey?
Yeah, that's how they were designed.
Yeah, cool.
When we were building the car, we took the engine out and everything. I had the option, so I could have done like a single turbo, could have upgraded to something else, but I thought it's twin turbo how it was originally, so I thought I might just I'll stick with it. I'm not going to change it, not for now at least. There's another option for it as well with the twins. Some people likes to undo the sequential, so they work as one, but I prefer it to go back as sequential. So with the sequential turbo, for the first turbo, it spoos almost instantly. So for the 4,000 RPM, the first turbo spoos, and then after that, the second turbo kicks in, and you get that extra little bit of boost after that.
And with the tuner, you were able to choose when each of them kick in, hey?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so when we tune it, originally for stock, the second turbo comes on a little bit late. Right now, we tune it to about 4,000 RPM. That's where the second turbo kicks in. So it kicks in a little bit earlier than stock.
And I've never been in a RX-7 before, so I don't know how sequential turbos feel. Is it like a seamless transition when the second one kicks in, or is it like a different kick sensation that you get when you're driving it?
It kind of feels more like a VTEC, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so basically when you hit that mark, the second turbo kicks, and you feel that little bit of extra pull.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, interior of the car, I love how driver focused this cockpit is. Is there much you've done to the interior of the car?
I mean, as you said, like it's already great how it came as it is. So basically it's just like put a few more personal touches to it. So I got a full Pro Sport 60mm gauges.
So you've got gauges on the pillar and in the center dash.
Yeah, I like to know how the car is running on time.
Yes, and with an RX-7, you definitely want to know how the car is doing.
Yeah, especially like the oil pressure, the oil temperature, or the coolant especially, that's important. Yeah, you need to keep an eye on that, especially on track.
And the seats, you've kept the stock seats. Are they comfortable for your needs?
They're very comfortable for daily driving. On the track, they're okay. I am thinking of getting them upgraded
to bucket seats.
To a bucket seat. At the moment, I mean, they're still in pretty good condition. There's no holes or rips in anything.
And this controller here, that's the ECU thing you're talking about, right?
So that's the Power FC I was talking about before.
Yeah. And when I first saw you today, man, you had your whole family in the car. You had your wife in the front and your 2 kids at the back. How do they find the comfort of this car?
I'm in the front seat and the passenger seat. It's perfectly fine. Well, kids are still small, so they're still able to fit in there. I mean, it's still a tight fit, but in a couple of years' time, it's not going to fit.
Cool. I'll take some B-rolls and then maybe we'll go for a short drive.
Sure. Yeah. We'll do that.
What a beautiful sounding thing. Oh my God. Far out. All right, let's go for a drive. Dude, it is I'm so low to the ground. I feel like I'm sitting in an F1 car, and it's such a visceral feeling. The sound is insane. It's low, it's insane. I feel like I'm tucked into a nice seat. The car is very bumpy though, man.
Yeah, well, it's sitting on coilovers.
Yeah. What kind of coilovers do you have?
It's on a HKS coilover.
HKS, right. Oh, dude! Oh, dude! I love the way your car sounds, dude. That turbo spool that you've got on it, is it because you've got the T51 R mod, or?
Mostly it's the intake.
Oh, the intake and the dump pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. This feels so cool, man. I can see why this is your third RX-7.
I mean, like the sound of the car is just unbeatable. You just gotta love it.
And not just the sound, but the feeling of it as well. Like when we're going 20Ks, 30Ks, it feels raw. It feels like it's ready to go. What would you say is the best thing about driving and owning this car?
Well, definitely like the high revs.
Yeah.
Like with the Rotary, like they're famous for their high revs.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
It just wants to go and go and go.
Yeah. And what do you hate most about owning this?
Not much really. Like everything, it's very acceptable. A lot of people might like on the internet or people that hasn't owned a Rotary before.
Yeah.
They will all say they will all have the same question.
Yeah.
Like, is it reliable? Does the apex seal like breaks every couple of years?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess it goes with any other cars, but like Rotary especially.
Yeah.
If you take care of it, the car takes care of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty warm today, but I'm sweating just sitting in this because. Oh. Dude, the way this thing handles is so probably feels pretty good around the corners and like really planted, hey.
Oh yeah, especially on tracks when you can really push the car. That's when you really feel like the handling or the power, everything just works together.
Yeah, do you have sway bars and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's an underbody, it's got a full sway, or the braces for it, under brace.
Yeah, right. Man, this thing, it feels wild. Oh, that sounds crazy. And is that the HKS ball valve going? Phew?
Yeah, that's the signature.
Oh, it sounds like a pin
HKS.
drop. Yeah, oh, that's so cool, man. Oh, dude, that is wild, man. Oh.
Yeah, I think I burnt the clutch as well a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
there.
I can smell it a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a master speed clutch on it.
Yep. Is it a
lightweight
single
flywheel.
Oh, yeah. Single
Yeah.
clutch?
A single clutch.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I can't get enough of that sound. It sounds absolutely crazy. My God, that's such a cool car. I can't get over the sound. It's so raw. It feels raw. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please like the video. If you enjoy the RX-7, please make sure you follow Jacky on his Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.